Hello and welcome to Turtle Strike Podcast. This is your host, Brian Van Hooker, and I'm here with Jonathan Alexandratos, an author who has written a book all about Happy Meal toys and more generally toys that are included with meals. They've written a new book, and we wanted to talk a little bit about that, but also reel it into turtles specifically. So first, Jonathan, tell me the name of your book and where we can find it, and then we'll get into the larger discussion of turtles in Happy Meals, etc.
Yeah. So first of all, thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here. We're talking about something that is near and dear to my heart, fast food toys, but also the TMNT. The book is called Free with Every Kid's Meal, The Cultural Impact of Fast Food Toys. It's out now from McFarland. You can find it on Amazon, McFarland's website, or wherever else you want to order a book. And it is the first peer-reviewed cultural impact study of fast food toys. And what that means is it means that I got really interested in the question of how did fast food toys, which are designed to be disposable, become permanent? And what I mean by permanent is we all have our favorite ones, and we all may still have them in our house. And that is not at all what fast food toys were designed for. They were designed to be these kind of fun, momentary, fleeting things, and then you move on to the next thing, and you keep cycling through. But pretty much everybody I've talked to, myself included, can list 5 off the top of their head that are like, oh, I like that one. That's the best one. And I got really interested in that. I was curious about, first of all, where they come from, how they're made, and then how they achieve this level of fan appeal.
I mean, part of the reason why I wanted to bring you on, at least now, I think part of the reason why it popped in my head is I just spent 2 weeks hunting down the Hello Kitty turtle crossovers, which are maybe the best turtle, or some of the best turtle toys included in Happy Meal pack-ins ever, which I really loved. I don't know if you had a thought on those or any opinions, but they were great.
I'm fascinated by them. So when we look at McDonald's history with TMNT toys, for the most part, they're paired with a girl's toy, which is kind of interesting to me. And the Sanrio recent collaboration was the first one where they were kind of like, we're just going to combine the two concepts. And from a sort of gender aspect, I'm interested in that because that breaks down that kind of either implied or at one time explicit wall, between the two. And I mean, their last Sanrio promotion with the TMNT was 2016, and that had, clearly one side was Sanrio and one side was TMNT, and I thought it was really cool to see them blended together and super creative and super fun. I liked it.
I really liked those. Like, there was some that, like, I mean, they did a bunch of them. I think it was 12, and my daughter and I were going around hunting them down. It was a lot of fun. And, like, what I liked about them was they were just a cool little sculpt.
Right.
Like, this goes for my old action figures, for Happy Meal toys, for whatever. I don't like action features, or at least I generally don't, because to me it messes up the sculpt. And with those, they're just really well-made, cool little toys. And I was like, I really dig this. This is cool.
Yeah, and they're probably the only format where you could get that specific fusion. I mean, I don't know that any mainline toy would do the fusion of Sanrio and TMNT together, but in a Happy Meal, they can kind of play around like that. So, yeah, I don't know that you'd see that outside of a Happy Meal.
They did vinyl toys maybe 10 years ago of Hello Kitty and Turtles, and they kind of look like blown up version of these, but they're like 8 inches tall, way expensive. And I thought, from a design standpoint, it's cute and cool, and I like it, but I don't give a crap about Hello Kitty. So like, I wasn't gonna spend lots of money on it, but like, from depending upon which McDonald's you go to, I could either buy just the toy or I had to buy the meal. So from $1 to $5 a pop, I was like, I want them all now because that's cool.
Right. So that's a really good point. Like the idea of fast food toys making an otherwise financially maybe inaccessible or maybe even undesirable toy all of a sudden accessible, it puts it into your hands, and then it gives you that moment of, oh, I actually like this. Interesting, and you sort of get that moment without much buy-in. And I think that opens people up to new fandoms, new possibilities. So that's a good thing.
It's also the hunt too, right? Like I'm a collector. I'm like, I love NECA. NECA is my like that. And then I also like Playmates and stuff like that. But I don't get the hunt. Like, hunting around to 20 different targets to find a
Mm.
$60 toy doesn't really do it for me,
So I
right?
guess here's the question on that is
Sure.
per the hunt, are you someone who goes up to the McDonald's cashier and is like, which ones do you have? Or are you just ordering the Happy Meal and getting whatever fate throws your way?
Oh, no, no, no. I don't tempt. I don't play. I went up to everyone. I had a checklist. I had the box folded.
Yeah.
My daughter and I would go, and I brought her with me, not because I'm ashamed of being a toy collector, but because if they told me no, they're gonna have to tell her no.
Right,
So
right.
that was my strategy. And I was always like, she wants this.
Yes.
Even though we both equally like we have a set, we got the all of them, we're sharing them, they're both ours. But like I could just be like, hey, she really wants all of these. I've got these 8.
Yeah.
Do you have these 4? Like, and I literally like there are times too where like they took the checklist from me and said, let me go check in the back. So like
That
I never tempted fate. I every time I went because I figured I don't want to do no drive-throughs. I'm gonna go into the McDonald's, ask them personally. Occasionally they were like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But for the most part, people were like, all right, yeah, let me look. So they
That is
were
the best argument I've ever heard for having children. As a childless person myself, I'm kind of like, huh, maybe I should reconsider that because
sure,
it's a good idea. Um, that's funny. Yeah, my local McDonald's is they're very sweet to me, and they put up with my like, could you have this one specifically, and
sure.
especially as like a grown adult, kind of like, all right, cut you some slack here. So I'm grateful.
There's the one in that line I thought was particularly good. It was the white Raphael.
Yes, I
The best
agree.
one of the line. Yeah.
Easily, hands down, because that's to me sort of echoed the original comic a little bit too with the white, right? Because isn't
Yeah.
it sort of a black and white thing? And I like that. Although obviously the figurine is its own thing, clearly. I like that it had sort of some multi-layered stuff going on in there. I thought that was cool.
I thought half the line looked like, and they're all great, they're all very cute. Half the
Yeah.
line looked like turtles meshed with Sanrio characters. And the other half of the line looked like Sanrio characters dressed up as turtles. And I
Yes.
preferred those ones.
Yes. Yeah, I would agree because that feels more like a Halloween costume.
Yeah, it
I
was
kind of
cool.
like
Like they
that.
just like they were playing as turtles. It was great.
Yeah,
Like they're really cool. Yeah.
it's super cute. And it's so
Yeah.
funny because that's promotion. I feel like I bought in less too, not because I had less interest in the line, but because it came after the Lil McDonald's promotion, and I that was like running a marathon for me, getting all of those.
I was very
And
tempted by those just because I wanted
yeah,
accessories for stuff. I never got
yes.
anything, but I was like, I kind of there's one of those things where if I let it go and I forget about it, I'll be okay. But
Mm,
like for me, I was like, I could go to McDonald's all the time and
mm,
get cups and registers and shit like that for
yeah,
my toys because those are this in scale with a lot
yeah,
of the stuff I collect.
yeah,
But what a
yeah.
great set! Like those look awesome.
Oh, fantastic. And there was 21 of them here in the US, so you
Oh
really had to work for them. And
yeah, yeah.
if you want the international ones, then good luck.
So tell me what getting back to your book real quick.
Sure.
Tell me why this is the area you got interested in.
It's been with me ever since I had memory. I felt as a kid that this was getting a fast food toy was one of the most magical moments of my life because first of all, getting a toy out of my parents was no easy task. I think a lot of kids could probably relate to that. If you had a parent who was like eager to buy you everything you wanted, good for you. That was not my case. So when you went to lunch, you kind of felt like you were pulling a fast one by sneaking a toy in there. So that was cool. And as a kid, I really didn't know exactly how it worked. They just kind of appeared in the box. Like now, of course, I know there's a human being who puts them in there, and yes, there's a shipment of them. But as a kid, I didn't know that. So it it had this sort of whimsical thing going on. In some ways, you could say it was my first experience with gambling, not in the sense of, and I'm not a gambler, but in the sense of, I'm going to put down, or I'm going to have my mom put down the $1.99 for the Happy Meal. The one I'm hoping to get is this one. So let's roll the dice and just see what happens. And I felt the rush of that even as a kid, which maybe isn't so great for a kid to feel, but I felt it. I was like, oh man, maybe I'm going to get the hobgoblin. That'd be cool.
Sure.
And then, you either do or you don't. So I think that since my seed experience was that meaningful, they stuck with me for my whole life. And when that happens, I'm the type of person who just wants to learn more about it. If I have like a really intense experience with anything, I just want to know everything I can know about it and think about just why it is. And so that's what I did. And the book transformed into that. I for a very long time had a history of doing academic work around action figures, and I just feel like this is kind of a small niche in that wider um, community of sort of what we call paratexts, kind of the things that are constructed to kind of basically sell a story. And I just wanted to unearth everything I could. And that's where the book came from.
Are you familiar with the art toy world at all?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I did some
Yep.
work with people there, a magazine called Clutter.
Oh,
They're talking about how, like, because I didn't really understand it. I was so new to it
mm,
when I started writing for them. I just kind of got to know the people there, and they were cool.
yeah.
And they were like explaining to me like basically Happy Meal toys are the original blind box.
Yes,
Like that's
definitely.
really that's the concept.
Yes. And that's true. And I argue this in the introduction of the book. The blind box per the Happy Meal is also building on a centuries old tradition that we have of kind of our food coming with stuff. And whatever that stuff is, it's very meaningful. So, like when you think about the Vassilopito, which in my Greek culture is a New Year's bread. It comes with a coin in there. The coin's in there somewhere. And if you happen to be the one who gets the coin, then that means you're getting good luck for the year. King cakes operate very similarly. So, like this idea of stuff that comes with your food is meaningful. That's a very old concept.
Hmm.
And then like who's going to get it, and what if you get it, and if you get it, what does it mean? That has been very, very potent culturally across many cultures. So then when you get to the Happy Meal where you're getting a mass-produced toy that like there really isn't a question about whether you're going to get it, there's a question around what it's going to be. In my view, it sort of echoes this very old ancient idea of stuff that comes with food is important and fun and interesting and maybe brings you something. And I don't know. I just see the Happy Meal as a very modern, mass-produced echo of that, which I find compelling.
Well, culturally, that's really the last one. Not maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. But like, there's not a lot left like that, right? Like they used to
Hmm.
have a toy in the cereal boxes. That's gone. That's not happening anymore.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like,
you're
or like, I mean, the Cracker Jack still has some sticker or whatever the hell is in there, but like, it's
right,
terrible. It's
right.
awful.
It
Like,
is.
so like, I mean, to me, like, it's cool. It's like, it's almost like a holdover from that to me.
Oh,
Whereas, like,
absolutely.
very rarely do you see anything in the cereal box anymore. And every once in a while, Kellogg's will do something with it, and it's like amazing.
Right, right, right.
Even though
Like
the
the
toy is shit, right?
yeah,
Like they don't do anything
sure.
good anymore. But
No,
like you're excited, like, oh hey, they're doing this. I can tell my kid, like, look, this is it used to be common, and now it's extremely
exactly.
rare. So
Exactly. Yeah, I would go out and get all those figurines and things that Kellogg's or General Mills would do, and yeah, no, cereal box toys are quite potent. You're right. It is sort of a last vestige of that. I do see it's not the same because you know what you're getting, but in the sort of excitement people have over those AMC popcorn buckets, I see like a little bit
yeah,
of that interest in the premium sort of coming back. So I'm hoping maybe the culture around that'll start to return, and maybe there'll be a more bigger demand for them. I mean, the whole reason that they went away is just they could, like
sure.
companies won't do something that costs them money, so they did this and like, oh, we're not losing that much, or we're not losing anything, or we're gaining some, and so they keep doing it.
I got
Yeah,
one last turtle for me. I
yeah,
don't I don't care about the popcorn buckets
yeah,
personally,
yeah.
but like I'm like, oh, I love that they're out there.
Oh
Like there was
yeah.
like the Fantastic Four movie, which I really like, had a great Galactus one, and it was
Hmm.
$80 for this
I
head of
saw,
Galactus. But
I
I was
saw.
like, and I'm like, I am never spending this money on Galactus, but I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Oh
that
yeah.
like there's a line for them at my local theater,
Yeah.
and it's really cool looking. Like the movie before that, that Jurassic Park movie, Jurassic World has this like it was like a footprint, and
Yep.
it was like it. First of all, that's the it was the worst shaped popcorn bucket ever. There's no reason why you would put popcorn in it, but it was cool. Like it was something you could hang on a wall. It looked like the T-Rex foot from Jurassic Park. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I don't collect them, but I dig it. I think it's cool.
I'm the same way. I mean, I contend that the Barbie car popcorn bucket is a better Barbie car than the Barbie car released for that movie. So that's maybe one win in the popcorn bucket column. But no, I'm with you. I'm with you. I just hope that, and I think this will happen. The generation now, which most of my students are. Of course, I teach college students, and they are, by and large, like they're collectors of something, and I
Mm.
think that that's really interesting. And I wonder if that'll swing the pendulum back towards more premiums. I think that McDonald's certainly has already kind of figured out that marketing both to like Gen Z and Gen Alpha plus aging millennials through the McDonald's land stuff in the adult meals,
Yeah.
that's a really powerful thing. So that may just continue.
Before we get into, so we were kind of do a line by line breakdown, but I know I
Yeah,
missed a couple, so I'm gonna
I'm sure I did too.
we'll go through them in a moment. I'm curious though. Before we get into that, how much of a Ninja Turtles fan are you? Were you? Just so we have context.
Yeah, it's interesting. Ninja Turtles were definitely some of my earliest memories. I remember watching the cartoon. I remember very distinctly my dad going away for a conference and bringing me back the Donatello figure, the first Donatello figure, and I really loved that. Uh, and I, because of that, had a lot of the Playmates figures as a kid. I was thrilled to recently get the re-released Mutant module because I didn't have that as a kid and I wanted it
It's a good
badly.
toy. That's a good one.
It's a solid toy. I mean, it
Yeah,
really
that's a good
is.
one. I have my
Um,
original right there. I don't know if you can see it.
oh, nice. Yeah, I see your Techno. Oh, yeah, I see it. Yes,
That's my
yes,
original
yes.
second the module right next to it, and I'm gonna
Ah,
do
I love
another
it.
module for my kid, and maybe I need a second one myself. So,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
it's a great toy.
it's a great toy. It's
Yeah.
a great toy. I mean, there are, I think where I'm at with Ninja Turtles now is I have since sold off the pieces of my collection where I was like, you know what? I like it, but I don't need it. So like I sold off my sewer playset, not because I think there's anything wrong with sewer playset, but because it was like taking up a ton of space and it was
Oh,
kind of
I
getting
reached a point
buried.
in my life where I was like, all right, I kept my Palisades Muppets
Mm-hmm.
and my turtles, and I was like, everything else can go. I don't need
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But for those pieces where I'm like, this is just a solid toy, both within the TMNT world and outside of it, like the Foot Cruiser is a solid toy. Like that
Yes.
is
I
just
got
a
that right.
solid
Yeah.
toy. So I have
That's
that.
coming back too.
Yeah, I saw it. And I may have to get it because my windshield's broken. So I need to.
There's
I
lots
need.
of pieces to that. I'm gonna get it
Yes.
because I want to turn one into a neutrino car.
Oh, that's good.
My neutrinos from NECA.
You
So
know what I just got? It's tangentially related, but the Cadillac from Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, and I'm like, that actually can also work as
oh, okay.
a sort of a foot cruiser neutrino car. It's a little bit different, but the
Do
the
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 wheels
molds
fold
kind of
in?
they don't, and that's the
Okay,
problem.
that's key.
Yeah,
That's so
that it
key.
is, it is, it
Sure.
is. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's a cool looking toy.
that's cool.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's what I mean is like when there's a cool toy. Like I just got the little green
Oh, that's great. The green okay, this is a non this is audio only podcast. So the green he has the NECA Fugitoid glow in
Fuge
the
joy.
dark thing, which
Yeah.
I've yet to get, but I have the original gray one of that. But that's
Yes.
I'm such a gimmick. I'm such a
Oh,
sucker for glow in the dark.
yeah, me
I
too.
love that stuff.
Oh, it's
So
great.
that's a good one.
Uh,
I got some glow in the darks over there.
oh, it's
I
so
didn't collect the
good.
Super 7 line very much, but I got a few of the glow in the dark ones because I just love that. It's such a great gimmick.
Yeah, no, totally, totally. Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't do too much in the Super 7. There are some characters that whenever they pop up, I'll get. Like I'll always get Mutagen Man. I'll always get Ray Fillet.
Nice.
I'll always get maybe not always A Stuck, but often A
I love
Stuck.
him.
Like I
Stuck.
think
The new
that's
NECA 8 stuck. I don't know if you've seen the one, the
I
Archie.
have.
Oh, it's great.
It's
I love that.
great. It
Yeah, my
is
buddy did that, and he's like, oh, it's such a
uh
great toy.
great job. Yeah,
Yeah,
great job. I mean,
he nailed
it's
it.
Yeah, absolutely right. So maybe that's kind of where I'm at too, is I'm more interested in the non-turtles and which is maybe like heresy, but I feel like I know the turtles so well that whenever there's a mutant that pops up, I'm like, ooh, that,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
interesting. I love Mutant Mayhem, by the way. Mutant
I
Mayhem,
did
I
too.
think
I
is
really thought they nailed it. I thought they
yeah,
did. I thought like, it's so funny. Like the push from them was, let's put more emphasis on that word teenage than any other kind
yes,
and any other incarnation of these characters.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
didn't that didn't really sell me until I saw the movie and I was like, wow, when you do that, you really radically change it.
yeah,
And it's not my favorite version. It's not my favorite turtle movie. But it's extremely good. The artwork is beautiful.
yeah,
I thought they just infused a ton of energy into it.
yeah,
And hiring kids to play kids,
yes.
go figure, it just brought it to life. It was so good. Really good movie.
I totally agree with that. And actually, I mean it might be my favorite of those movies only because I think it was always harder for me to connect to the early live action ones because I was so raised on the cartoon that making the switch to that, even though it happened, in the first one was 1990, is that right?
Yeah.
Um, that's, early enough that, many kids did make that jump. I just for whatever reason couldn't. And so something about Mutant
How old were
Mayhem.
you when one came out?
I was 4, so I
Okay.
wasn't, yeah, I it's not
Because
like
I
I
that to
was
me that's like I that movie that first movie is like to me the best Ninja Turtles anything ever. Is that
yeah, I hear that, I've definitely seen that from a lot of fans. And yeah, I don't know. I guess I was so set in my ways
well,
that
the
I
first
was like,
cartoon is
I need the
really
cartoon.
silly and funny. Like the first cartoon is a comedy before
Yeah.
anything else. Like it
Yes,
really
correct.
is. Like to me, I'm rewatching it now. I rewatch it all the time.
Yeah.
And like to me, the stories are fine, the
Yeah.
designs are fine, but like the joke writing
Yes.
it's really funny. Like
So self-aware.
so self-aware, the voice acting is spectacular.
Yeah.
But I think like that's really where like I think that that's almost an underestimated part of why like underappreciated part of that show is that like it was just really funny.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was really funny. Obviously, it dominated most of what was in the action figure
Mhm.
line. I mean, I know the action figures also existed for the movie, um but I guess, those were what, like the movie star Leo or something
Yeah, but
like
that
it
was
had
like a
the
line. Like there was like
yeah.
for the 30 movie figures that came out, there were over 200 ones that were probably more closely related to the cartoon. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, good point. Yeah, for sure. So that was what kind of led my heart at
that makes
at
sense.
the
Yeah.
time.
All right, let's jump into these happy. So from my understanding, the first ones, the first like fast food chain that had Ninja Turtles toys was Burger King. Am I right?
That's my understanding as well. So
Okay.
the year I have on that is 89 into 90. Is that what you've got?
That sounds right. I just marked down by era.
Okay. Yeah.
But like is it the bike one first or is it this one first?
No, it's the badges. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
So
holding
it's
up the bat. Like so, I have
the
the
rad
six badges.
badge.
There was one for each turtle, one for Shredder, and then one for like all four turtles together, where it was like a face, and
Yeah.
you cover it up the face with yeah
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So there was that, and I think shortly after that was when they offered VHS tapes of the episodes, and they had special cups too. That wasn't like in the kids' meal, but
Right.
that was something you could get at Burger King.
Is there anything to say about these? I don't know if these were a typical kind of like Burger King product, the badges, or like was that like commonplace?
Yeah, no, I mean it comes at an interesting time in Burger King's history with the kids meal because 89 into 90 was really 90 was when the Burger King Kids Club really exploded onto the scene, and that's where they put a lot of effort into this is our regular kids meal, and it has a promotion just like McDonald's does where it rotates. Throughout the 80s you would see Burger King offer kids meals in some way, shape, or form, but they usually were not like consistent. Like you were gonna get another one on the heels of the one before it. It was like,
Mm,
oh, this is our He-Man meal, but then when He-Man goes away, there's a little bit of a gap, and then you might get another one and that kind of thing. So
I
by
see.
1990, though, they were really cooking, with gas, as they say, with these meals. And they were like, no, we want to make sure that we always have something. And then they had the cast of the Burger King Kids Club kind of selling them. And I think that was a great move, because McDonald's had McDonald Land, which was mostly fantasy characters, and Burger King went in the direction of, no, here's like real kids. Like, I mean, real, they're cartoons and they're a
Sure.
little bit fantasy, but they're kids that you could identify with. It's a multiracial, multigender sort of cast of folks. And I thought that was super effective. Obviously, Kid Vid was the one you followed because he was the coolest, but
I've got
I
him,
have actually, yeah, go ahead.
that little figure. I've got him around here somewhere.
Oh
That
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
No, he's great. I mean,
yeah,
I actually have a little bit in my book because I have the concept art of those characters, and in their original concept, they look nothing like what they evolved into. Yeah, there he
yeah.
is.
That's one.
That's
Yeah,
a good one.
yeah.
That actually was a fantastic promotion. The
It's a
3.75-ish
great
in
toy. Like
figures.
genuinely, I saw this recently at a yard sale, and I was like, okay, I had this. I don't know what happened to it, but I kind of love it. So it's just thrown in the background of a turtle display. It's the Kid Vid
Yeah,
3.75-inch toy, and it's great. Like a
so
genuinely
good.
good sculpt. Solid. It looks like something you'd see in Toys R Us. It's really good.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Now that would be $20 on a card back.
works.
But yeah, in the original conception of the kids club, they looked like Kid Vid, the one you just held up, was originally Chris. And Chris was in like a Letterman jacket. He was kind of a jock. In his original art, he looked like he was out of like Happy Days. He did
Weird.
not look at all like
Sure, they go
the
modern and retro all at once. That's so weird.
yeah, it
Yeah.
it is. And I think that they
And
agreed.
plus, nobody, if ever a fictional character wears a Letterman jacket, they're an asshole. Like it's
Yeah.
really is. In almost any media, you hate that
Exactly.
guy. So
I totally agree. And I think someone at Burger King must have agreed, because they were
sure,
like,
the
nope,
guy, I hate him.
scrap
He's a
that.
douche. Let's
Yeah,
give him
yeah.
weird goggles.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Like
Yeah.
the company that they outsourced all that to, the design work on those, is called Alcone. And I got all the concept art because they were gonna knock down the building that Alcone used to be in LA, and these were like rescued out of a filing cabinet from there.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So they were just like shoved away for decades. But anyway, this is all a long way of saying Burger King 89.90, when those TMNT promotions come out, they are absolutely in a period of figuring out what the kids meal is, who's going to sell it, what it looks like. So the badges, I think, are a little bit outside of their typical offering. But then again, at the time, everything was kind of an experiment, because, the Beetlejuice ones were not like anything else they offered, where you could get a little figurine that was double-sided, and depending on which way you flipped it, it was a different character. But
Sure.
they offered that. So I think there was a lot of that experimentation.
The badges are cool. I mean, what I like about the badges,
We don't need no stinking badges.
they're like
No, we do.
they're like one, and hopefully you don't take offense to this because it's
No.
one thing I get excited about now because I have most of the figures I want.
Yeah.
I collect new figures, but from old stuff, the stuff I get excited about is the junk.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like I recently found the bike horn from Burger King,
Uh-huh.
and
Yep.
I was like, shit, I used to have this. It's
Yeah.
$1, and it's goofy as hell. Like that's the stuff that I get excited about now. Is the
Oh,
stuff that's
yeah.
like to me, I love that era of Turtle Mania where it's like the musical tour, and it
Yeah.
was like
Yeah. Yeah.
non they were doing anything. They didn't say no to anything.
Oh,
And like
yeah.
that, so that's what I love about the junk is like this weird era of like, oh, they want to put a turtle on it? Let's do it. No pro like no notes, let's just put it out there. I love that stuff.
So the reason you see me scooting around on my side here is because I was looking to see if I could find my TMNT binoculars and compass, which I mean, talk about these things are like 99¢, like
Is it this compass?
yeah, that one. That's the one. Yeah,
Good
that's
compass. Yeah.
exactly the one. It's a
No.
solid compass. And I bought it because same thing you just said. I remember having it as a kid.
Sure.
So what you're saying is not offensive at all. It's very
Yeah.
relatable, actually. Like that's what I'm into too.
The uh, and I also like the badges. Like they have these big. What I liked about the badges too, it came at a point in that licensing, like the licensing art was like this, but the toys too was it wasn't done by Playmates.
Right.
So you had these big, bright, fat, goofy faces that
Hmm.
looked like no other turtle toy. They looked like I'm looking back at mine because I have like four. I don't know if you can see them, but
Oh
like
yes.
I have the other four badges hung up, and Shredder's somewhere. He's over there. But
Oh, you
like,
have the Mutabus back there.
what's
Jeez.
that?
You have the Mutabus back there. That's
Oh
like
yeah.
something I've wanted and I haven't
Oh
gotten yet.
god. Oh, they'll probably reissue that. I wonder. It's one of
Yeah.
the top things. Uh, but like it had these goofy faces on them, which I thought were really cool. Like I don't know, were kids supposed to put them on their belt? Like you can't really play with them.
Not
Like
really. I mean, you could
yeah,
slide them around,
yeah, they
but
were cool.
that's about it. So, yeah, I mean, you could do belt, you could do, I guess sort of shirt collar if you wanted,
Yeah,
kind of wherever. Yeah, I think that for me, they are not a super enticing premium just because the play pattern that TMNT led me to embrace was the action figure
yeah. There's
kind
no
of play
playability
plat.
to them. It's like a
Not
deck.
really,
Yeah, I could see that.
you know. So I think they're quirky and kind of fun in their design, but as far as like me getting one as a kid, I would have probably been a little like, let's go to McDonald's. Let's go get like one of the Looney Tunes transformables that they were doing in 92.
Oh, right, with the superhero ones, those are great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love those
Those are
things.
great.
Yeah,
The so then comes the VHS tapes, which were
right,
plentiful,
right.
and the cups. I mean, is there anything to say about those? Because I have all four VHS tapes right in front of me here. I don't know if
They're
there's anything to say about them, but they're like it was cool promotion.
It was a good promotion, and I think cool in the sense of the way that I saw a lot of Ninja Turtles at the time was actually renting tapes like that from my library where
Hmm.
they were free. Sometimes at the video store, but if I get them at the library, you would because it's free. So I think the idea of taking home an episode of TV at the time was actually quite novel and exciting. You're sort of like these tapes were a way you could see it whenever you wanted. And now with Netflix, that doesn't mean anything. But
Yeah,
in 1990, that was super cool.
yeah,
Um, so I think that just as a way of showing the way the VHS tapes starting off in the 80s, early 80s as this super expensive video store only kind of thing had managed to move into a very affordable fast food premium is interesting just to show how the
yeah.
technology changed.
I
You
love
know.
those. Like I mean, what's cool? I think it's. I mean, those four tapes too were so widespread
Yeah.
that like I don't know. It still has an impact. I mean, I was just talking
Yeah.
about my friend at NECA who did the Ace Duck, a guy named Aaron Missouri. He also did the art box for the Pizza Club Turtles, which were these premium VHS style boxes, like these premium toys.
Yeah.
But the boxes were very much inspired by Burger King, which is cool.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's incredibly cool. Yeah. And I think that's what happens with these fast food companies. McDonald's is the number one toy distributor in the world. So that means that these things are made in huge quantities most of the time. And so if a Burger King or McDonald's distributes something, there's going to be a lot of it. And I think that makes it, well, less valuable on the secondary market, but it also means a lot of us will probably sit around and be like, oh, yeah, yeah, I remember seeing that. Of course. It was just ubiquitous.
that's what's cool to me. Like I don't know, people get so bent out of shape sometimes where it's like I don't know whether they reissue figures from back in the day, like the module. And like
Yeah,
I get that you think it's cool to have the valuable version from long ago, but like I don't know, my kid gets to play with the Technodrome now. That's awesome.
right.
Like I love that. Like that to me is so cool.
It's
I'd
so
rather
cool.
that. They're meant for that. That's their kids'
Yeah.
toys, especially for playing. That's That's what they're for.
Absolutely. I mean, it's the same story in the other fandom I'm involved with, Star Trek, where people are like, that's not Star Trek. And it's like, well, but it's what it is now. And that's cool. That's going to be meaningful to somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, we're all gonna just, like that's how you keep it alive. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Star Trek, Turtles, all that stuff will go away if
Right. Right. Oh, I totally agree.
the bike stuff. You know anything to say about that? So the
Bike
bike,
stuff,
yeah. Oh, so
1993.
that's late in the line. I didn't realize it was that late.
Yeah. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was when
Yeah.
Turtles was starting to turn.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's like where, correct me if I'm wrong, but like on the action figure side, you start to dip into like the rarer stuff, right?
Yes, 93 is like that's when the third movie came out. Scratch, I think it's 94. But yeah, 93 is where you start to get things that are like Shogun this and that.
Right.
And like
Right.
stuff that gets really expensive on the secondary market now.
Right.
So yeah, 90. I didn't realize it came that late. I thought it was during the Turtle Mania rise. That's crazy.
Unless I've got my dates mixed
No, you're
up, but
probably right. I didn't look. I
93
just
is,
knew it was
yeah,
switched today.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I think it was timed with the third movie, I believe,
That
even though
makes
it's not
sense.
connected with the third movie.
I mean, I don't know. What was it? There's the bike horn. I like those little faces that were on this that would go on the
Yeah,
spike.
the
Oh,
spokes.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I like those too. There was like a pouch, like a neon green pouch in that, I think.
Yeah, so you put
Um,
like the front. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, I thought that was cool just because the color of it I thought was great. I wasn't much of a bike rider as a kid, so I
Okay,
think like that makes them a little useless to me then.
sure.
Although that's not to say I don't find them cool. And frankly, I how many moms and dads do you think hated Burger King for giving their kid a horn? Like one
Sure.
of
Yeah.
those,
Yeah.
like you're
Yeah.
a dad, like you have young
You don't want
kids
that. Yeah.
all day. Uh, um, so I imagine that's a complicated one for some folks. Uh, it's interesting too. Around that time, perhaps just a little bit later, there was a McDonald's Batman the Animated Series promotion in France and the European market that was also like bike gear.
Okay.
So it was like I don't know, maybe just a moment of bike stuff. But I guess it was cool. I remember at my elementary school, they did have days where it was like, bring your bike and you'll ride it
Yeah.
all on the thing. And it's like, oh, okay.
I think I had
But,
all these as a kid. I had the horn when I was a kid, but I refound it. I found a new one recently, and but
mm,
the faces I liked because it was like, and I got from somewhere behind me, like on a wall. But like I like again, good, clean, funny looking faces.
yes,
That's what I
yes.
like about the that particular gimmick was like it really. I don't know. They're memorable because of that, not because to me the ones that would come later, which we'll come to in a minute, that had more playability. But I don't know. They're all action features. I feel like they're gonna break. They're less well made or whatever. So like I don't know. I was less impressed by what came, not just for nostalgia purposes, but again, I don't love the action features. I feel like they had lesser toys needed action features.
Yeah, I think that can be for sure. I think what you said there is very important about the faces in that certainly for the first wave of
Yeah,
the Playmates figures, though some of them down the line too, they never really nail the show accurate look super well. I mean the Toon Turtles sort of do, but then when you see them on these types of premiums, to me, I'm kind of like, oh, that really nails it. Like
sure.
that's what they look like on TV. More so even than the figures.
Are there any other turtles Happy Meal toys or whatever? Like any whatever? Is there a general term aside from is there another fast food toy that like was from the classic era, or was that it?
To my knowledge, that's it.
Okay,
Now I say that always very hesitantly because
sure,
somebody would be like, "Well, didn't you know about the New Zealand blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't."
right.
So, but to my knowledge, I think that's it. But someone prove us wrong, please.
Let's go to the 2003 series, which had a bunch. I didn't realize
Yeah.
it had so many. Like there was at least one or two Burger King promotions, a couple McDonald's promotions, which I just learned about while researching for this, and a Subway one.
Yeah, exactly. So once we get into the early thousands, yeah, this kind of starts to explode and it just kind of maintains that over the next, 15, 20 years. The 2003 Burger King TMNTs were interesting because they were advertised with that get fit and active slogan. So they're all doing like active things,
Oh, really? Is that what that was?
yeah, I think so. So like Leonardo was like doing the what do you call it? Luge, the thing where you're like going down
Oh, it
a
is.
tube.
Yeah.
Uh
That. Yes, I
and
think it was.
it's it's fun because I feel like these fast food joints are always trying to get fitness on the menu and it's a
Meanwhile,
little weird.
it's such a lie.
I
It's such
know.
a bullshit thing.
I know. I know. We go through this a lot. Like we did it with McDonald's in the early 90s when they were doing the food fundamentals line. Remember that? The little plastic food that could transform
Oh my
into
God, those are great. I love
they're
those.
they're great, but they're all about just being like, look, we're healthy. We don't actually serve an apple, but here's a plastic one,
Right, sure.
you know. But I agree with you. I mean, they're a lot of fun. So all to say, I find the advertising for the 2003 ones kind of funny in that they carry forward that whole just like we're fit, we're active. It's April on a snowboard, and
I recently found that April for the first, like I found it in a
really,
store in Delaware, in Fenwick
oh,
Island, Delaware, and I'd
the,
never seen it before. Like I feel like I never, like even when it came out, I don't think I saw it. Like I never had seen this toy before. I was like, what is this? And it didn't even occur to me that it was what tipped me off was the shell pattern on the board and her helmet.
yeah,
And I looked at it and I was like, this is April. The only Happy Meal toy of April ever,
yeah.
I think. Yeah. Wow.
I'm struggling to think of another one. So,
And like it was like I didn't. And then the rest of the toys in this line to me, I mean, to me, I think she had the best toy in the line. The
oh,
rest of them are terrible.
absolutely. Because she has that attachment where you can kind of move her around. So it's not just like the figurine on the skateboard
Oh, is that
or
what that
on,
thing is? Okay, I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know about that
yeah.
when I found her, but that makes sense.
You attach it to her waist and
I
you can
see it
kind of
now. Yes,
move
yes,
her
yes.
around. Yeah. Um, so that's a fantastic one. Um, trying to think if I had any of those because this was meant to advertise that series that was out at the time, of course, the
Yeah, the
the one that
2003 series. Yeah.
2003. So okay, so that series premiered in 2003.
Yes.
Interesting. All right, so obviously, yeah, the toys are
And the artwork is very much that. I mean, I
yeah,
think I mean, just as a toy collector, what drives me crazy about this, or like like every turtle is at a different scale.
right,
Which
right,
like Donatello's huge, Mikey's very small. Like that to me drives me nuts. Like they don't look like they go together.
yeah,
That's what I don't
yeah.
like about this line.
They absolutely right. Yeah, I agree. I mean, especially in a situation where they are a team, so the idea of lining them up is
Right.
not like foreign, really. It's what you do. Uh yeah, they are definitely out of scale with each other. Not only that, but like their what they're riding on is also out of scale. Like the skateboard that Michelangelo has is
It's like a little
just like
brick.
this thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It
Terrible.
is brick with reels. So yeah, it's I mean it's a funny line. Like I think as fast food toys go, it's probably average, right? Like I mean I
Oh,
agree with you on April. Like April's the standout, but yeah, I mean as these things go, there's not really a thing that's popping out at me going, oh yeah, this is a fantastic one.
the jumping. Let's go to Subway next.
2005.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Subway had a line of kids pack meals, also from the 2003 series.
Yes.
It was a water squirter, a bottle of water, a kite, and a frisbee.
Like a frisbee, yeah.
They all suck.
Yeah.
I don't know
They
what to
do.
say. Does Subway do a lot of kids' toy promotions?
Yeah, yeah, they did. No, they did. The kids pack was their thing for a long time. They actually did in the 90s some fantastic Simpsons ones. So
Did they do the one on the couch?
that they didn't do the one with the couch with Burger King,
Okay.
but Subway, I actually have it on my wall. They had a really cool Lisa which is actually, I mean, depending on how you define cool. So Lisa's playing the saxophone, except the saxophone goes like through her head and you could blow into the other side. So you're like playing the saxophone for her. So I guess when I describe it, it sounds a little creepy, but
I
I
see
thought
it.
it was
That's
fun.
cool. No, I like it. It's
Yeah.
got a good sculpt. It's got
Yeah, it
like a
does.
fun gimmick. It's terrible, but it's fun.
Right,
That's
right.
great. That's a good sculpt.
Yeah, yeah, it's
No, that's
solid.
cool. I like it.
So they did stuff like that. Homer chasing the donuts, which like totally goes the other way from their like this is our fit and healthy, get out there, be active, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, the kids pack does have some pretty solid toys in it, I think. It's just not this one.
Oh, this line's terrible. I don't like. There's
Yeah,
not. I even if I were to find this now, I don't think I would care. I would just
right,
yeah.
right.
I don't
And
think any of these things I would be like, oh, yeah, a yard sale for $3. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's cool. No, I don't think any of them I would want.
I don't think so. I mean, the one that I
The
would
water squirter maybe.
That's the one that I was gonna say, yeah, because
Yeah,
it's almost like a trick toy in sort of a weird way. Like
yeah.
you could kind of get someone with that, but the other ones are just too, I don't know, because they're not even like good versions of what they are. Like it's not a good kite. It's a
No,
small like
it's like 6 inches across.
yeah,
You can't
yeah,
fly that.
exactly. Would that even fly? I
No,
don't know.
probably have more
So
luck with like a Subway. The things they wrap the paper in, like sandwiches in, that would be a better kite.
oh,
That
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But Subway, as we know, had bigger problems than a
yeah, I would say they,
horrible.
they effectively killed the kids' meal.
Yeah.
At some point, like, no, we can't do that ever again. We're done.
Yeah, yeah. Seriously.
Uh,
So
there's one line. Okay, so I found one line of McDonald's toys from the 2003 series.
okay. Talk to me about that because I
So I'm
don't
gonna drop it in
know.
your. Okay, so we're doing this. I'm gonna put it
Yeah.
in your messenger thing. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's these kind of chunky looking, not too bad. They're pretty good. I never saw them before today, and I don't know if
Okay.
they're like. I don't know if they were
Oh,
foreign market or home here. I don't know, but
huh.
they're interesting and they're kind of good.
Yeah.
They scale together. They look like decent toys. I don't know where they're from.
They absolutely do. They look like just as a good premium should, like just a smaller version of the mainline figures.
Yeah, they're from
Um,
2005 for those if anybody's following along.
this was
Any episode that's
2005.
like requires you to do work. This is
Oh, absolutely. This is all about the research.
but like if anybody's looking this up, there's a McDonald's set of toys from 2005 from the 2003 series and they're pretty good. I've never seen them, but they're cool.
They are really good, and I've never seen them either, I don't think. So, um, these yeah, no, these are solid
Yeah, right? They're good.
figurines because this was also that era of McDonald's where they were doing that He-Man promotion for the new He-Man show that was on
Oh,
around then. And those are fabulous. Those really are smaller versions of the regular figures.
oh, that's cool.
Um, they really are great. They really great. So I wonder if there was just a little blip in time where for McDonald's they were like, no, let's actually try to nail this as far as the action figure kind of look. So
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it now. These are cool. Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. So no, these are really actually, you know what? So far, these are the figures where if I saw these at a yard sale or a flea market in like a dollar bin or whatever, I would buy these. I would
Same.
absolutely
Yeah.
buy these. Yeah.
I will say the next ones in my research were the 2007 McDonald's ones.
Okay, so we're both in 2007. You with McDonald's, which I have as well, but I also have one from a different chain. But let's
Oh,
do
tell me.
McDonald's first.
Okay, we'll do
So,
McDonald's first. So McDonald's, these are cool. These are from the 2007 movie.
yeah.
There's two sets of turtles. One
Yep.
set is I have the Donnie from this line, nothing else. But it's like
Mhm.
you push a button on the back and the hand spins or this spins, and
Yeah.
it looks pretty good. I have a Donatello with this, and it looks pretty good.
You know what? I have the Donatello as well, to be
And it's
honest.
good. It works
It
like an
is.
action feature I don't hate. It really is pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's exactly what it is when these types of figures come with an action figure that's just well executed. I I either don't mind it or actively enjoy it because I'm
Yeah,
like, this isn't something I got from a Toys R Us or a Target or whatever. So I don't have that expectation for it.
right.
So I accept this kind of like quirkiness in context.
What I like about the Donatello is almost like a good fidget spinner.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Um, absolutely true. So trying to think because there was another.
There's four more in this line, and they were like open shell something. I can't figure out what they are.
Yes,
They're
the
kind
like
of bulky.
storage cell.
Yeah.
They I like those too because they come with a smaller figurine that they
Did
can
they? I didn't know that.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you could store those in the shell.
Oh,
Uh
but now I gotta look. Hold on.
they're cool.
What went in there?
It's like smaller versions of them, like smaller turtles, I think.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I know. It is.
Oh, wait. Yeah, hold on. They're colored.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
I did not see this, and I don't have any of these.
I don't have any of them either, but
Oh, they're
I
all okay. So they're all like they look like they're all four of them are on skateboards or something. I can't see. I
yeah,
can't find a great image of it.
they're really like kind of muscle or Keshi style type figures, like just
Yes,
really
yes, yes, yes,
small,
yes, yes.
kind
Oh,
of.
wait, no. The shell opens and it's a ramp, and they slide out.
Oh, there's a ramp back there. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
gotcha,
yeah. Like from
gotcha.
what I'm seeing is it looks like the shell opens up and they would. I think they had teeny tiny wheels and they would slide out on the ramp. I think
Okay, that I mean, oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, 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 yeah. So like the shell flaps down and
the car comes rolling out.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Like
That's
what's
right.
his name from Transformers? Wheelie? I think.
Laserbeak, yeah, on the front side for Soundwave, yeah.
Or no, I'm thinking of the guy who was in that who lived in Optimus's trailer. Forget his name.
Oh, roller. Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, 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 definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good comparison. Yeah. I actually like that to me is charming in the same sense that you remember those micro play sets that were like of the full turtle, but you could open it up into this battle base for the smaller turtles.
Yes, I
To-
have two of them right. I have the Technodrome one and the sewer one. They're
oh,
like
nice. Okay.
yes. Yes.
And they made so right so they made ones like that were like the Technodrome, and then I feel like they made ones that were like a Raphael action figure that would open up into like a
Yeah,
base.
they did. They look like
uh,
shit, but I know what
I
you.
know, but it's
Yeah.
I mean because what you're left with when you open it up is just a Raphael that looks like he's been just shot with a cannon, like there's just this
Yeah.
big gaping
It,
hole.
it, it did both. A full action figure was a bad action figure, and the full
Yeah,
playset where you tore it apart was a bad playset.
yeah,
It did
yeah.
both poorly.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So maybe this is the way to do it. The way these premiums did is it's just like one little thing. They open there, that's it, and you're done, and they don't move.
Wait, okay. So we're gonna jump to the next thing now because I maybe have found what you were talking about. There's some
Okay,
other something else in 2007. I've not seen these
yeah,
before, and I'm here on my computer. Again, this is
yeah.
great for a podcast that is only like an audio.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah, listen to us
nobody's
Google.
listening. Yeah, I'm enjoying the conversation.
Right.
So wait, what was the other 2007 one that you found?
So the other 2007 one was from Jollibee, the
Okay.
fast food chain in the Philippines. Which is now here in the US. I don't
Yes.
know if they had any US locations in 2007. Maybe they did. Um, but these, so they are sculpted. I mean, it looks like they're sculpted either after the
That's the
animated
2003. That's the 2003 series.
or is it okay, good. That's what I was
Definitely.
wondering.
Yeah.
So great. And the one that looks the coolest to me is Mikey. So Mikey looks like he's frozen in a pose, but if you push a button on the shell, he like can sort of, I don't know,
I think he
jump,
spins.
crawl,
I think he spins.
spins. Okay,
Does he spin?
fabulous.
It looks like he spins.
Because
I did not see.
there's a Donatello in that where he's like coming out of a sewer, which I think is kind of fun.
Again, the scale's weird because Donatello is like an inch
Yeah.
tall and Michelangelo's 5 inches tall
You know how that works? You can make that work just by putting like Donatello
in the
like in the
back.
background and he's
Sure.
just farther away.
Like
Um,
shortening.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. but yeah, Leo like catapults off of a thing, and Raphael is like crouched down, and I'm assuming maybe springs up or something like that. There's a button on his back that lets him do his
Oh,
action. Pretty
Mikey
sure.
has a ripcord and he spins.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
I'm
Yeah,
looking at the
yeah,
YouTube video now.
excellent.
These are
Yeah.
weird. Okay.
They are. I have to say, I like Jollibee's toys generally. I think
Okay.
Jollibee has some really solid ones. If you're looking for a good toy that is like in the vein of McDonald's changeables toys, Jollibee did a fairly recent line of figures that like they were kids. One of them was the Jolly BB, but they were like inside of either a bucket of chicken or like a fries. And when you folded out pieces, they were then using those as mech suits. So like
That's cool.
the
I dig that.
yeah,
That's cool.
they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. So all to say, I like Jollibee for that. Although I did, I think this was in the 20 teens, go to a Jollibee that was in Queens, and I asked for their kids meal, got it, and inside it was just like a shovel, like for sand, and at the beach, and I
That's
was like,
awful.
it didn't even have any branding on it. It was just kind of a purple shovel, and I was like, all
Sure.
right, this is really not great. So it's possible to do well with Jollibee, just not that.
I like the Happy Meals besides turtles and stuff. I mean, there's some other great ones. Maybe my favorite Happy Meal toys ever are the Tiny Toons cars that flip.
Those are great.
Those are
Yeah.
amazing toys. I interviewed
Yeah.
Jim Engel, the guy who
Nice.
designed those once about it, and
Nice.
man, those are great. But anyway,
So
uh,
good.
some of
Jim's
the
done amazing stuff
oh
in
my
that space.
gosh,
Yeah.
fascinating. If everybody's listening, I interviewed him once on the podcast. He did some TMNT licensing art,
Yeah.
but Jim Engel did some amazing designs for McDonald's over decades.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Talented dude, great artist. Um, anyway, so some of the Happy Meal toys I get most excited about are the ones that are like about the like the ones that are McDonald's but about McDonald's, like
Yes.
the recent Little McDonald's line, or the
Yes.
ones that are the transforming McNugget or whatever the hell they do.
Oh,
Like that
absolutely.
stuff I really like. Or there's the McNuggets that were like almost like Mr. Potato Heads. Like
Yeah.
those are cool to me. I like those a lot. That really embrace the store they're from.
Absolutely right. I
Yeah.
mean that is those are the most interesting ones because that's kind of your way of getting any merch for that store. It's in their meals.
Yeah.
So when they actually do that, it's exciting. Wendy's currently, or it may have just ended because they're going over to their Halloween stuff, which looks really good. But they just ended a potato head promotion where one
I've
of the
seen those.
sets, they're really, I think they're
They're
good. And
cool.
then the one for me that's the one to get, and I did get this one, is it's a potato, it's two potato heads, and one is the Wendy's Wendy, and the other is a Frosty. And I was like, great, how else would you get a Wendy's Wendy potato head? That's the only option.
Oh, that's
So
cool. I saw the Frosty one. I did not see the Wendy one.
yeah, 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 yeah. So all to say, yes, when they use their own sort of IP universes,
That's cool.
love that.
Oh, these
Love
are
that.
flat though. Why are they not round?
Yeah,
They should be potato shaped.
I agree. Although I guess those establishments are in the business of cutting them, so
Oh.
maybe it makes sense.
You know
I
what I
don't.
liked from Wendy's a little while ago? They had Frosties that were just like cute little characters that are shaped like cups.
So that's what they're doing again.
They're
They're
great.
doing them
They're
again
really
this
cute.
Halloween. Yeah, I've got one right here. This is the glow in the dark
Yeah,
cup.
those are great. They're
Uh,
way cute.
So good. So good. So if you are hearing this and are like, oh, I remember those Wendy's Frosty Cups characters and I love them, that is their new promotion. So also right now, September 8th, 2025, they are going to be starting those up again this Halloween. So so go get them.
While
They
we're
look good.
off topic, I'm again, I'm